What's good, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some more NFL player props over here on Prize Picks. And we get a really good Monday night game. We got the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers squaring off. Should be a really fun game. Should be a fantasy-filled game as well. We're back here on Prize Picks. Of course, the best spot to do your player props is over here on Prize Picks. They did a really good thing for us. On Sunday we picked Deebo Samuel to go over his receiving yards. I ended up voiding that pick when he got hurt. They've been doing a lot of things like that lately. They've been trying to help out the community. They gave a couple discounts out. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they just throw out a discount for this game. I mean, they've been doing stuff like that lately. They've been really interactive with the community, so I really appreciate Prize Picks for that. Highly recommend coming over here. They're going to match your first deposit all the way up to $100 as well if you're a new user. Use promo code UPSTATE when you do go ahead and sign up. It helps us out a ton. If you're looking for more picks as well, we have 2 picks to give you today. If you're looking for more, go check out the Patreons. Link in the description below, and Riaz will give you information about that.
Yeah, like Dale said, if you want to support us further, you want more picks from us, we had an amazing Sunday going undefeated on our picks for the main slate. And our picks for the Sunday night slate look absolutely amazing. We basically just need a couple more yards out of a couple players, and that looks like we're going to cash that. So if you want to check out the Patreon, like Brewer said, like Dale said, it's going to be linked in the description below. $15 a month, 2 for the price of 1. NBA right around the corner. We're also giving out picks for the MLB playoffs. Only got a couple more weeks for that, and then it's going to be crazy with football and NBA as well. So I'm just excited for this game and this slate.
So yeah, all right, Riaz. Call me by my last name. I'll call you Ryan the rest of the video. So all right, I'll let Ryan go first on his first pick of this Monday night game.
Yeah, I'm going to go over in fantasy score with Tony Pollard, looking at his projection at 15. This is a really great projection for him. The Chargers defense has not looked very great so far. I know you really want to target wide receivers against them, but the running game hasn't been great. And the best thing about Tony Pollard is he's used in the running game or in the passing game. We really haven't seen him used as much as we would have thought, with him really being the lead back so far this season, and not scoring any touchdowns since week 1. I think that's definitely going to change here. This is going to be a very high scoring game in my eyes. 2 really good offenses, obviously a really good defense on the Dallas side, but not so great on the LA side. But with Tony Pollard playing above 60% of snaps, we've seen games where he's gotten over 22 touches, and it's basically coming down to not scoring a touchdown. Hasn't scored like since week 1. Like I said, I believe he finds the end zone here. Just getting targeted right around 4 or 5 times a game. We're definitely going to see that number go up in this game. The Chargers have definitely a hard time covering receiving running backs, and they just have to get Tony Pollard involved in this offense. It's been pretty lackadaisical. Dak hasn't looked great, and we know all subpar quarterbacks need great running backs to make them look good. So give me the more with Tony Pollard's fantasy score.
Yeah, I think to add on to what you were saying as well, I think after a bad Dak performance, a couple of them this year, I think they're going to need Pollard here to kind of, steady the ground, run the ball, get things going, open up play action, then you get Lamb going and stuff like that. So I think Pollard's going to be a big focal point of this game plan, I think, for Dallas, and I think that's a good way to attack this Chargers defense as well. I expect Pollard to find the end zone as well in this game. I've been on him a lot of these weeks to find the end zone. I've gotten burned, but I think he's going to find the end zone. He's about due, I think, for sure. So I'm going to go over to receiving yards. I'm going to take the other stud on the slate in Keenan Allen. His projection at 83.5 receiving yards. I'm going to take the more on him. I know it's a high line, but his numbers have been absolutely fantastic this year. He comes in as the lead guy. Even when Mike Williams was in the lineup, he was still the lead guy, of course, but Mike Williams being out, we have Josh Palmer in the lineup. So we'll see some things rotating in terms of the secondary wide receivers, but Keenan Allen's going to be the constant here. Herbert's going to throw the ball a ton, and I think this game does have potential to shoot out. He's leading the league right now, or he's actually third in the league in targets at 11 a game, which is really nice to see. He's also top 10 in catches, yards, and touchdowns. He's only got three, but puts him at top 10 for each receiving category. He's been a really good fantasy quarterback. Obviously, had a monster game against Minnesota, and you get the ups and downs with him, like in Vegas, but for the most part, he's really a steady guy. And I do think that although he is aging, he's been, similar to Mike Evans, just a guy that's constantly 1,000-yard receiver, a go-to guy. I think him and Herbert have a very solid connection. I think that he's going to have a really good game here against Dallas.
Love Keenan Allen. This is, even though not a great matchup, I think he's matchup proof. He always finds a way to get open. Herbert's always looking his way, especially this season. He's really breaking some records along the way in this early season. So it's really hard to kind of fade Keenan Allen. And I definitely like him coming off one of his worst weeks in a while in last week. So definitely a really good bounce back spot for him on Monday.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas' defense as well, they have been up and down. They have all the stars that they need on the defense. They got to put it together. They haven't really had they've had the big performances, but now you go against a Chargers team that has a really high-powered offense, just like how 49ers is as well. So we'll see how they turn out in this game. I think they're going to come out and play a lot better than they did, obviously, against the Niners. So Keenan Allen, like you said, matchup proof. I hope he has a solid game as well. So that's going to be our two players there. Punch it in for a two-pick power if you would like. Please hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below, and stay tuned for NBA. It's right around the corner. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.